Oh man, it's kind of creepy over here
man,
today.
Super spooky. This is weird. What was that noise, man?
I have no idea. We'll start. Let's just start. Let's get this thing going.
All right, so hello and hello. Oh, do you feel that?
I do. Oh my gosh. What's that?
Oh. Welcome to Visual Recreation, the essential video guide to winning FML each and every week. I'm your local movie buff, Andrew.
And I'm Joey, the strategy guy. And as we saw this past weekend, the gunslinger from the Dark Tower rose to the #1 spot but not by much against Dunkirk, as it only brought in around $19 million.
That's right, and Kidnapped abducted all the money that it could, bringing in an impressive $10 million this past weekend, which was more than enough to grab bonus.
That's right, and it made your perfect cinema last weekend. 3 Dunkirk and 5 Kidnapped.
Get over here!
It's gonna be a terrifying weekend this week in the box office as Annabelle 2 Creation premieres. Andrew, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, let me tell you something about it, Joey. So when a foster home and the family inside it gets tortured by a demon demented doll, that's where Annabelle 2 is taking place, and the family has to learn how to survive and get away from her. Annabelle 2 Creation stars Stephanie Sigma and Lulu Wilson. Now, Annabelle 2 was also written by Gary Dauberman, who also wrote the first Annabelle that came out in 2014, but he also wrote the highly anticipated It movie coming out just next month. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, Annabelle 1 in 2014 got a 26% and it made $39 million, while this Annabelle 2 Creation currently holds an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the trailers look terrifying. So it looks very, very promising and horrific.
Terrifying. Now, the next new movie coming up this weekend is The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
Oh, darling.
Now, this animated film is about the mayor of the town who wants to destroy the park and build an amusement park so the animals take action to prevent their homes from being destroyed.
Not my house!
That's right.
Nut Job 2 stars Will Arnett, Jackie Chan, Katherine Heigl, and tons and tons of A-list stars because animations can get whoever they want, whenever they want. The Nut Job 1 came out in 2014 and it only got around 19 mil in its debut weekend. And with how poor the marketing has been for this movie, and really, in general, how poorly animations have done this past summer, it's really tough to gauge whether Nut Job 2 will actually have a good haul this weekend. So we'll have to see. In my top 5. Top 5, girl, you're in my top 5. It's time for the top 5. You are my top 5, girl.
Coming in at number 5, we're looking at Girls Trip to bring in $6.8 million.
That's right, and coming in at number 4 is going to be The Dark Tower, coming in around $8 million.
And number 3 is Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
Ooh.
Hoping to bring in $10 million.
That's right, and coming in at number 2 is going to be Dunkirk, coming in around $11 million.
And the number 1 movie this weekend, Annabelle 2, hoping to pull in $30 million. And now it's time for the food for thought.
Oh, before we get into it, do you mind if I just take a swig of holy water?
Okay, like Annabelle prevention.
Exactly, she's just roaming around here. So when we did the research for last week, we saw that Despicable Me 3 only dropped 28%, which if it drops only 28 to 30% this weekend, it has a real good shot at getting bonus the way it's priced. The same goes for War for the Planet of the Apes. It only dropped 40%, and with the way it's priced, it could make a play if it only drops around 35 to 40% again. That kind of is unlikely, but we'll see how it goes. So for my first possible pick, I'm going with 1 Annabelle 2 Creation, 3 Dunkirk, and 4 Despicable Me 3.
Now, if you also take a look at the research vault this week, you can see that the Dark Tower has like a 0.7 or something. It's rose up in the amount of cineplexes that are looking at it. So if the Dark Tower can drop less than 50% in its second week, then it can do pretty well and possibly get the bonus at the price point in that upper mid-range. So a possible pick that I'm looking at is 1 Annabelle 2, 5 The Dark Tower, and 2 Despicable Me 3.
All right. But for my second possible pick of the week, I'm going with 2 Annabelle creations, 5 War for the Planet of the Apes, and 1 Baby Driver.
And another movie that's decreasing slowly and getting good numbers as people fill up the box office to see it is Dunkirk. So my next possible pick would be 6 Dunkirk, 1 Dark Tower, and 1 Baby Driver.
That's all cool and all, but what do you think of our risky picks? Have us your own food for thought? Leave it in the comment section below.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Visual Recreation.
That's right, and sometimes you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Yummy! Muy delicioso!